Today we're going to do a quick edit in VSCO. I'll go over to my gallery and it's going to take just a minute to load. Looks like we've got some dead ground squirrels and some photos from Black Butte. This is near Sisters, Oregon, 2-mile hike. And the importing is successful. I've got this picture of the lookout tower and I'm gonna click on filters. The sky is awfully blue, but it's got slightly magenta tones to it. I want to soften that and highlight that blue, but I want it to be a little warmer. Not quite that warm. Let's look at what the black and white with the fade. It's not bad. I'm moving through the filters here. C is generally a high color. E's have gold undertones. And the higher on the scale here is going to have a little more fade. I'm going to skip all the way to the end of the filters here and try out the T's. These are pretty high fade, high color filters. And I like the green tint to that T2. Go to Tools. Gonna just check the balance of this photo. Tilt it in just a little bit. Got it lined up with the tower leg. We'll leave the lighting the same there. I'm gonna warm it up just a little bit. Leave the contrast alone. Play around with the fade. I don't want to fade quite that much, but do want to give it a sense of distance. Try out that green all the way to the left. Ooh, too bright. Try the magenta all the way to the right. Too cold. Gonna give it just a little bit of a green tint. And then we'll give that saturation a bit of a boost. Save that edit and let's move over to highlights. If I lower those, it's going to give the sky a deeper color, but I don't want to completely lose the highlights. Let's go with that. I'm going to leave the shadow alone at this point and now look for the right tint for those highlights. Orange for super warm. Purple to highlight the warmth without actually warming it up, but that's too pink in the cloud. Blue, but that might, it makes the cloud blend in too much and it makes the tower far too cold. Let's try a cream beige. I like the way that highlights the sun's rays, but it is awfully strong. Maybe just a little bit higher. And let's save that, look at shadow. Just trying out some of these colors to see what they do to the overall feel. I think I'm going to go with the purple. And let's tone that down just a little bit. And then we're going to go all the way back and maybe darken this image just a little bit, see what the exposure does to the sky. A little bit more drama with the shadow and light. Save the image. And once the image is saved, which has taken a moment, everything takes a moment it seems, sometimes too many moments. I'm now going to go ahead and save that, send that over to my gallery. And then we'll flip over to the gallery as soon as I've got this image saved there. Get to see those dead squirrels again. This is not my favorite part of the editing process. generally try to batch 4 edits at a time because of the saving takes so long, and I like to do these toward the end of the day. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more thoughtful. Here we go. Got that edit done. We're going to go over to the gallery. Let's see, this is the previous edit from the same mountain. Let's pull that up, and then we're going to send it to the folder I've set up in Picasa for VSCO. And it's uploading. So that image is done. Now all I've got to do is open it up on my laptop, decide on the crop so that I can get the square, and schedule that post.